Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the peeps from the court, I welcome you to the Grand Finals of the Amateur League Tournament Weekly 165, and we are having the finals between these two peeps from the Europe. It's clafoutoss from the France and Community Gastro. And he's playing the Protoss pieces in a light blue or teal color here on the left bottom corner on the Blackrock Ladder edition, and he is facing a man, the myth, the legend, the Bali, and also known as Balimko, who is from Zen community, and he is from Hungary. Actually, Zen, I believe, is a Hungarian based community, StarCraft 2 community, so that's cool. I have not seen what they are doing, but they are cooking. They're cooking. Let them cook, you know. Anyways, Balimko is going for the interesting opening. That's I believe a 13 gas and 13 spawning pool. Yeah, the Protoss player already is here patrolling the natural, while after he started the pylon and got the gateway going. There is the gas, and we are a go. And the probe is wandering around the natural. The natural has been blocked by the pylon over here, so Balimko has to pick the third. Ooh, that's a bad timing. That's a really bad timing. That was really bad timing. Yeah, he wanted to cancel the pylon, so he doesn't want to finish it, or he couldn't afford to finish it. And then he left. Basically, drone was here and he cancelled, and drone was like, okay, sure, I can go and do the expansion. So that's really lucky, I believe, for the Zerg player over here, or more convenience of not being walking throughout the third and the main. The probe now is patrolling possible third base. Meanwhile, we have a cybernetics core and natural coming for the Protoss, and pylon at the main base also is coming up. We have the speed halfway done for the Zerg player. 4 lings are coming, the Overlord obviously, and the lings will chase the probe away, or the probe successfully escaped by itself. And yeah, the Zerg player is actually sending those 4 lings straight up to the opposite side. Oh, there's actually 4 already over there. I didn't spot that. That's my bad. And that's really good here from Balimko. He's shutting down the pylon in the natural. The pylon has been rebuilt, but there will be 4 more Zerglings joining in, and that might be actually some probes going down here for the in the advantage of the Zerg player here. That's really good micro there for the clafoutoss to save as much as possible. The adept will be out really soon. The chrono boost has been used, and there's the adept. It's 5 lings. They actually might kill off the adept. Yeah, the probes are going to help at the end, but that's gonna be some of them going down. The micro is being used, but the lings are stronger. It's all 6 probes going down. That is really good advantage here for Balimko. He stopped sending the Zerglings across the map, although that could have actually finished the game if he kept flooding the lings over. They have the speed and everything, but it's double queens, and the natural has been halfway saturated. There is the lair starting to come up, and we have double overlords right now. And the Protoss player is now rebuilding the number of his probes. He's making the gateway, and he's also almost done with the starport into the main, which is the tech building of choice. Balimko is going for the third base in the line fashion. 6 lings are running across the map to find out what's the situation. Yeah, this is a full wall off, so that pylon is going to be killed. So that's more resources down the drain for the Protoss player, which is putting the Zerg player in advantage. If those adepts are shading out, those lings will definitely try to run in. No, they're trying to run in now, but there's like a couple of adepts now. They know that they exist, so they're not gonna free up the door. But there is Oracle on the way, and I don't see any spores over here from Balimko. He's taking 2 more gases, and yeah, that means that he's going for the Mutas. He's building Spire. Here comes the Oracle, and that's bad here, that's for sure. That's 3-4 probes already. Drones going down. Drones are not sent into the main to allow the queen to do the work. That's 6. The queen almost got it. One shot off, but that's 7 drones going down. The spores are immediately built over here at the both bases. I should have said that he's opening the standard, but I think Balimko doesn't know what is the fidget spinner build then. Anyways, we have Twilight Console being built after the Stargate. Rear supply block here for a little bit. More gateways. There is no third base, so this might be Glaive the Depth into Dark Templars, question mark. Interesting choice. The Spire is almost done here for the Zerg player. And there is 500 gas collected altogether. Oh, that's a cancel. That's a cancel. Yeah, the Oracle denies a spore over here and kills a drone at the third base also. There are more adepts are joining in. Couple more gateways joining in. That's gonna be 6, 7 actually gateways, I believe. 7 gateways into Glaive the Depths. And there is a RoboPay being built, so that's 2 base. And yeah, Balimko is going for Mutas. I don't think the Mutas can actually shut down the stuff that it's gonna come if those adepts come in, but yeah, the oracles are here. That's almost finished. Almost finished spore. The spore is finished. The queen is in danger if they both are using the energy, but they don't have it. And here comes the Muta Power. It's 2 more of them. And there is no anti-air units, so that's gonna be a lot of pain for the mineral lane for sure. Here goes a big. Yep, that's GG. Balimko takes game number 1. Alrighty then, welcome back to the game number 2 of the Grand Finals of Amateur League Tournament Weekly. We are having the Balimko playing Zerg in the yellow colors in the bottom right corner on the Roshach ladder edition, and yeah, he's playing against the Protoss player called clafoutoss, who is playing in a teal or light blue colors here on the left bottom corner. Yeah, the previous one, it was kind of the 2-base all-in, but it was delayed by the links, which was really smart, I believe, by Balimko. He's actually going for this as his natural. Ooh, that's greedy choice, but that's a choice indeed. And yeah, interesting. And yeah, the 2-base thingies with the adepts, Glaive the Depths, and it was caught pants down with the Mutas suddenly flying into the base, which is really cool. So that would be a pretty good response actually for the others too, but it was to the fact that it fell in the same time as, I believe, more as Balimko was going for the Mutas before the actual Glaive the Depths, or both. Basically it was hard counter by the strategies, not by the scouted information or intel obtained. We have spawning pool, so clafoutoss technically, if he is understanding the game, he should be suspicious right now. Oh, he finished the pylon over here, so he is pathing himself to the third and checking out where is the expansion. Ooh, he will check this and he will find it out. Unlucky. But there you go, that's Balimko, you were found out. Get caught in 4K. Anyways, clafoutoss is, the Protoss player is making the natural, going for the cybernetic score, probably pylon in the main, into whatever the tech building is gonna be, but yeah, we have queen in the natural, and we will have queen in the main. Most likely the drones are being transferred from the main to this base over here. It's quite a long distance to transfer, but it might be good enough here for Balimko, and he's sending the drones because that's but enough drones would mine the gold minerals, and he's actually making a roach warren on back of it. He's running from 1 gas, which might mean that he will try to go with roaches. The lingers are out, expecting the harassment. The Adept is being chrono boosted, and we have Stargate at the wall off in the natural. And the Overlord is seeing the pylon that's being left alone, and we have 4 links traveling over the map. The Roach Warren is finished. Will there be roaches? Yes, 3 roaches are coming out. But Stargate, if it gets finished and it gets Void Ray or Oracle out, it could be real dangerous. Balimko basically now with the links are spotting what's the situation, and he's still committing. There is 6 roaches coming up, 3 already out, 3 more on the way. These 3 will probably, no, it's actually not gonna be spotted because this pylon is here. He knows that, and he's actually sending the roaches immediately over here. There is Oracle being built, it's being chrono boosted, and it's gonna be out. The roaches, the first roaches did dodge the Adepts, the second didn't dodge the Adepts. The Oracle spots the roaches, and the roaches are coming. There is nothing saving the wall, so that those roaches have a freedom to kill whatever. There is Portal being built and drones being transferred to the main base, so the drones are safe. That's one roach going down to the Oracle energy, and pylon is shut down, so production is down for the Protoss player, and the roaches are eating away the probes over here. The one probe is tasked to build the pylon here to repower the front gate, and there is also double gateway being made here on top into the main base. That's 2 roaches doing some work over there. I guess Balimko figured out that that's not gonna be the case. He's going for lair right now. He's making spore at his very interesting choice of natural, and he's droning up heavily as much as he can and trying to shut down the reserve pylon, which is backed up by 2 more pylons. The Oracle spawns, and it's gonna kill the roaches with the rays. The links are working on the pylon. The question, what's gonna be Balimko building? I think it wouldn't be a shame for him to actually go for another Mutalisk transition, don't he? There is again Adept being made for the harassment purposes. We have 1 Stalker, we have 2 gates. There is no tech building yet except the Stargate, and he's actually going for the 3rd. The probe will show up. Balimko is missing it out, unfortunately. He's running for the wall, and that's not gonna happen. The speed has been researched, and indeed we are going for Spire. I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is, nudged in between the gas and whatever. Does clafoutoss see it? Now he sees it. Did he click it? I don't think he clicked it, but maybe now he did click. I don't know, maybe I did hover it in the same time. Yeah, and he's building phoenixes, so he indeed has spotted that that will be the Spire. Now the question is, do we cancel the Spire because it was scouted, because we are now building the Hydra then? We could be. That's a big investment, but that's 100 gas back in the thing, and that could mean two Hydras somewhere along the way. Anyways, the Protoss player has advantage in the workers. He's probing like heck, and the 3rd base is going down right now. There is I believe more oracles showing up here, and yeah, that's interesting. Balimko is going, I believe, for the Roach Hydra combination. He's droning 9 more drones along the way, so he might be going for the full gas saturation. He has called the Protoss player to go for the Phoenixes. He must know it, that such is going to be the ways. He's going for the Roach speed. No, that's not Roach Warren, that's double Roach Warren. Why? Why it's double Roach Warren? It's not gonna be more roaches, mate. Not gonna be more roaches. That's Roach speed, Hydra range, macro hatchery, more drones and everything. Balimko might be trying to reach 66 drones as soon as possible to actually reach the enough economy to sustain the Roach Hydra army, I think, which would be really strong. We have Twilight Council finally being made, and we have more Phoenixes being made along the way. And Balimko is flying in with Overseer. He's spotting their Stalkers and their Phoenixes. That indeed is the case. Some Roaches are joining in the party right now, and yeah, we should have 4 Hydras also. Yeah, we are having Hydras on the way. So that's gonna be the army setup. The problem here will be that this will be scouted pretty damn soon, that the pathing has been changed. The Phoenixes are targeting down the Overlords over here. The Roaches are sent front to attack, but I believe the army supply is heavily in favor of Protoss player. Balimko might have not killed them in the right way. It might have been the collection point of the hatcheries might be a little bit wrong over here for some reason. So he also is gonna show the Hydra. No, he's not. Now he's showing the Hydra. And yeah, clafoutoss now knows, the Protoss player knows that there is not gonna be the Mutas, that it's actually going to be the Hydra force here from the Zerg player. Zerg is going for +1/1 armors and ranged attacks, and yeah, the Hydras are hunting down the Phoenixes, which is really good for here for the Zerg player. And clafoutoss actually is going for the gold base. Sneaky, greedy, but I don't think the Balimko will scout it, so that's where he will have his advantage of income. He already has it. He has 74 workers and he's going for more. And there is double forge, multiple more gateways and everything else coming up. There is a charge upgrade being done, and there's a little recall here for the gold base. What's the upgrades? The +1 air weapons, warp gates, but there's gonna be charge, there's gonna be double robotics facilities. Oh, the Hydras are here and they are eating away the Zealots. Well, the army supply is in favor of Balimko by double, and he has to finish the game now. He has no choice. This is when he needs to finish the game. He's targeting down the Naxus. He's not helping the Hydras, but he has more Hydras on back of it, so that's gonna be all the Phoenixes going down. Okay, I didn't see that coming that soon, but here we go. Balimko did anti-timing attack before the +1/+1 is finished, but that's gonna be a nail in a coffin, I believe, for this Protoss player. I don't think he can recover from this. 2 Immortals not gonna help. You need Zealots, all of them. You need to get all army inside basically here and just let him through the wall and then just go and charge. The Cybernetic squad is down. The Immortals are shooting away. That's 2 Immortals doing the job. This pylon will be shot down, and then 1 robo is going down and the other robo is going down. So that's two very important units which could be holding the front. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, Balimko, I believe, is taking the game number 2. That's cheesy, sneaky plays which I am not yet familiar with, and actually this is not as sneaky, but yeah, the Spire did throw off the opponent, and the transition managed to end up really good here for the Zerg player. Yeah, GG's called, and we are jumping into game number 3, which could be match point for Balimko. Anyways, I welcome you back to the game number 3 of the Grandfinals, and we are looking at the main base of Protoss player in the teal colors called clafoutoss, which is yeah, having a rough time against Balimko, who is the Zerg player in the opposite side on the right bottom corner. We in yellow colors playing the Zerg. As already said, it's Bali, also known as Balimko. Yeah, clafoutoss is like, I don't know, he just smacked me out, but I was just thinking, you know, braining my thing. And yeah, Balimko is more catching him up on reaction. So it was 2-base Alin, which was hard countered by the fast 2-base Muta, and then the last one was like going for the Muta again, but then actually like transitioning to the Hydras to actually save himself from the situation. Oh, Protoss player has successfully blocked down the drone, the natural, from going down, and which Balimko is going into the spawning pool and gas. And the drone is shooing the probe away. The gas is finishing and everything. And the drone is running after it. No, it's gonna go and do some mining right now. Oh, there is no natural for the Zerg player over here. Meanwhile, we have pylon, gateway, and gas. And yeah, the pylon in the natural here for the blockage has been finished. We will have links over here, probably from Balimko then. We have double overlords for some reason. I guess he's freeing up a lot more supply than he needs to, so that might mean that he is cooking up for some link flood over here. He has 100 gas. Is he gonna pull the gas off to start the speed? He has a couple of links, I guess, to deny the scouting. Yes, he's starting the speed. He's pulling off the drones from the gas, and he's going for some sort of link flood. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, we have Zelatal. The cybernetics core is finished, and the Protoss player is going for the natural, as nothing would have happened and nothing would have been seen. There is a battery being made, so that's for defense against the possibility of the link flood which would be coming. Yeah, the double overlord there was something indeed. The question is what's it gonna be. There's a pylon on top side, and yeah, the pylon here in the natural, which was blocking the natural, has been killed off. That makes the Protoss player supply block for the time being, but there is not much new units being made right now. Only second adder which already was the first adder which already was started. We have Stargate actually on the bottom ground here for the Protoss player. And yeah, the speed is finished. We are droning, I think. Yeah. Balimko changed the plans, so he's made the opponent really scared for possibility of actually link flooding. So battery was built, the zealot was there, the adept is staying home longer, while actually he's droning. He has overdrone the main base, and he's actually going for lair right now. That's really fast lair, straight after the speed. This might actually again be going for the 2-base Muta approach here from the Zerg player. We have Glaive the Depth running around, checking out if there is a third or not. There is the natural. The drones have been pulled away, and the unit of choice here from the Protoss player is going to be Void Ray. The lair researching has been seen, or morphing lair has been seen, and we almost have 200 gas to start Spire. We are actually starting the movement speed for Overlords. Interesting choice. And going for Baneling's Nest. So that is second gas and go for Bane Bust? Who knows? Anyways, the Overlord is shut down by the Void Ray. We have Sentry being built. We have the natural being saturated here by the Protoss player, and he's going for Gateway. Not yet the Twilight Council or anything. And yeah, the Zerg player is going for Spore in the main. I don't know why there is no Spore in the natural, but the third is going to be tried to be taken. We have Hallucinated Phoenix flying over the natural and flying over the main. No, not over the main, so he doesn't see the Banes. And that could be Pains. There is a lot of links in production, so this is going to be a Bane Bust. Actually, there is 2 Dropper Lords being made, so it's not really Bane Bust. It's gonna be multiple front Ling attack, and there is indeed no ground units right now that could protect the Protoss player much. There is one Zealot, there is a Sentry able to force field, and Stalker, and that's about it. Everything else is attack buildings. There is +1 and charge being researched right now, so that's gonna be 2 base charge lots, but yeah, the Lings are here, they are showing themselves. There are Banes at the front, so that's basically to bust down. The Oracle is here, but the Dropper Lords have dropped in first part of the Zerglings. The front gate is failing miserably. I don't know why this is not continued right now. I guess the macro is a little bit part here for the Balimko. He's actually researching the Bane speed. Ooh, he's morphing some Banes over here too, and he doesn't have any gas income. The probes are checking out. Ooh, the probes are checking what's up, and now they are seeing that there is a big Ling flood coming in. Yeah, that's one Bane activating onto the probes. The Lings are surrounding the forces over here. Yeah, the Oracles are engaging the race, but the Lings are going to eat away onto the probe line. That's gonna be a lot of dead probes. That's whole mineral line. That's holy guacamole. Yeah, the Zergling drop has worked miracles. 18 probes have gone down. Still, Protoss player is 10 workers ahead. Still. And we have charge being researched, so that's gonna be just the minerals needed here to actually counter that. And meanwhile, Balimko is actually going for the Ling Bane. He has Bane speed, he doesn't have any upgrades, and he's just going for the mass of units. I think in the mass of units he actually could be winning, because it's gonna be only 5 warp gates for the Protoss player over here with the charge lots, so some good Banes over here could be working out. The third base is at threat right now. I'm gonna go down. I don't think the charge has been revealed yet, but oh, it's actually Adepts being made, but the charge has been revealed. I think Adepts is a bad choice in here. It should have been actually Zealots. The charge lots could have dealt with this easily. And that's all of the defensive army going down. Couple of drones being made, so Balimko is droning on back of it, and he's actually going for Spire on back of it. He likes it. I like it, and I would like to adopt that kind of stuff. And this style I start liking more and more. No, okay, he has the Dropper Lords, so that's not gonna work anymore. There is a Void Ray over here. I guess he has scouted, or he is figuring out that it could be transitioned into Mutas. He's building the Phoenix over here, the Protoss player. That's a good guess, because Phoenix will straight up counter the Mutas, which are coming. There are spines being built in expectation of charge lots coming in, because indeed, if the charge lots are coming in, it's gonna be painful. There is nothing that Zerg player can defend it with right now. He has only queens and spine crawlers over here. Meanwhile, Protoss is going for storm research, and the spire is finished. So if any moment, then that moment is soon gonna end here for the Protoss player. We have 10 Mutas on the way, which might be actually good enough firepower to stop and halt the charge lot attack. The problem right now is the Stormies, which might just squish the pile of Mutas into nothingness, and it would be the problem anyways. But yeah, the Ling Bane combination might be actually good enough. Well, Zerg player is slowly saturating his third. He's going once again for the side drop, I believe, but it has been revealed by the Void Ray over here. That's ambitious. Ambitious try to save the Dropper Lord with the Lings. And here comes the army composition has been revealed for the Protoss player. The Lings might have worked a little bit like a distraction, but I don't think that's much. There is infestation pit being thrown down, and here we have the Mutas arriving. Yeah, the Mutas have to be really careful now, because the storm might destroy them. There is also a possibility for Archons over here. There's Phoenixes. The Stalkers is not the problem over here, but the Storm is, and here comes the Storm. And that's most of the mutas going down. No, they clean up the High Templars, that they do. There is 4 of them left, and the Stalkers will just shoo them away. Meanwhile, we have Charge Lot attack at the front of the base over here, so that's a pretty dangerous situation here for the Zerg player. The Queens are trying to save themselves. The Charge Lots have found that the third base is pretty open for the attack, and they focus down the gas for some reason. But that's a lot of probes going, a lot of drones going down over here for the Zerg player. And yeah, the Protoss can just warp in more Charge Lots and go for wave number 2 and wave number 3 and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, Balimko has committed himself to a lot of mutas. That's a lot of mutas actually, and 5 more coming. It's 19 mutas right now. But the Charge Lot is not gonna be easy to counter this. Yeah, you can defend it, I think, but you will still lose probes along the way. They are still too busy killing your units on the ground here. 7 more mutas, and yeah, the mothership. The fidget spinner is on the way here from the Protoss player, so it's gonna be Archons, High Templars with Storms, and mothership. Which is going to be painful for the Balimko. Yeah, and he has lost 11 drones altogether, I believe. That's more drones lost for him than for the Protoss player, and the Protoss player has the 4th base. The worker advantage is also in his favor. The mothership is in the main base, almost done over here. That's 1 Archon. Oh, that's Storms. Balimko just pretty much sat out the Storm over here. That was bad. Yes, he got the probes over there, but from the 3rd base, but yeah, he lost basically all of the mutas over here to 1 Storm. The mutas will regenerate. Yeah, he's checking for the 4th base, but he has no idea that the main base has the mothership coming out. And yeah, the Lings are doing their best of job to deny this. There are 4 Phoenixes over here, so it's gonna be Phoenixes and Mothership, so it's gonna be insane. Balimko will need to go Corruptor once again, I believe. That's gonna be Ling Corruptor. He's building Hydroden right now for the transition, as he was in the previous game, but this time it's not gonna work. There is a Mothership and there is a Storm, so as soon as there is Storms, I believe Hydras are out of the game, or they are much weaker position or much weaker option. You must go for something else, so it must be something sturdier. There go P, I'm gonna switch to random. That's ambitious. Ambitious, I would say. I would not say that Zerg is imbalanced. No, I say the Zerg is imbalanced. So my triangle of truth still is true. That the Protoss is the hardest, Terran is the easiest, and the Zerg is the imbalanced one. But the thing is that the balance is also tricky. It's never 100% in favor of the race. The Storm is here. The mutas are jumping the Mothership, which is good, but the Phoenixes are taking care of them. I don't know where is the rest of the army. I think there is no army here for the Balimko, so his 3rd basically now is dead. There are Lings, there are Corruptors, there are Queens. He's sacrificing his 4th base. There are 3 Overlords also being sacrificed over here. The Queens are coming. Here comes the Corruptors. They are going to try to get rid of the Mothership. Everything is recalled and Mothership goes down. That's a really good catch here for Balimko. He lost the base, but he got back the army trade. The worker advantage is in Protoss' favor. He has the 4th, he has resettled the 3rd. The Zerg has the 4th. The 3rd also didn't go down actually, luckily, but the drones were not saved, and here comes the run by with the Charge Lots. So yeah, the Corruptor Ling might have been the right way. Corruptor Ling Bane transition But yeah, it is what it is. We have more phoenixes along the way, we have charge lots backstabbing, and the army is getting up. The income is generally in favor of the Protoss player. He's again using group of phoenixes to harass. There are no spores over here, so technically those phoenixes could have actually just flew in and killed this this expansion again from the drones. For some reason, yeah, Balimko is choosing to still go for Mutus, even though he knows that there are phoenixes and the storms on the opposite side, and possibly Archons, so it could be really painful for him to go for this. He has nothing to deal with the charge lots right now. The Lings and Hydras are really weak against charge lots, and Archon is like cherry on top right now together with Storms. So yeah, the army composition here for Protoss is much more stronger than the Zerg's one. Well, there are Banes being morphed, so now we are talking about possibility to clear off some of the Zealots with the Banes, but we will need a lot more than that for sure. You know, the Zerg player is on 42 workers, so that's really weak. Meanwhile the Protoss is taking up the fifth, and he's on 64, 67 workers, and he's growing his worker count as we speak in immense amounts. And Mutas are coming in here for the third base once more for the harassment. Units are being recalled. I believe that will be the Phoenix army. Here it is, and yeah, Balimko is trying to target down the pylon here for the gateways, successfully doing so. Meanwhile, there is counterattack of bajillion charge lots and Archons. Protoss is going for gold base even, and Balimko actually is AFK at his natural here for time being. Yeah, that's three of the Banes. Didn't successfully do much damage, but did do some damage. And here comes the Storms. High Templar with Storms, so that's gonna be a pain. Balimko is transitioning to Roach Hydra Ball, actually. He's going for Roach Speed and going for +1 weapons. Interesting choice. Well, technically now the Roach Hydra, because Storms are a little bit more weaker, can actually survive the storms better, but not as many, you know. It's one tick more and you are done, so it's double storm and you might not have a good time. The army supply is in favor of the Zerg player right now. There is a backstab of charge lots waiting for any action, move out, or maybe we'll go in right now. I don't know. Well, the Protoss player is definitely having more economy than the Zerg right now. And then we are going for the Lurker. That's interesting. So we're gonna try to transition into Roach Hydra Lurker. That's not a good transition against this kind of composition, specifically against the Charge Lot Archon. That's not a composition you should go for. I don't even know how to clear this else than just basically brute forcing with Ultralisks or with Banes. That's my goal. And here comes the High Templar. Balimko is selecting all army to target down the High Templar with the Storms. Meanwhile, his base his fourth and his third has lost all the drones, and GG is called, and clafoutoss takes a game number 3, and we are jumping into game number 4. The Protoss might have a reverse sweep. Alrighty then, I welcome you back to the game number 4 of the Grandfinals of Amateur League Tournament Weekly. And we are looking at the main base of Zerg player in the yellow colors, called Balimko. Well, basically we know him as Balimko, but he's as Bali in here. And yeah, he's playing in bottom left corner on Washout Ladder Edition, and he is He's one game, one win away from winning the tournament today, and he is playing and trying to best this Protoss player who is called clafoutoss, and he's playing in a teal or light blue colors on the top right corner. Yeah, this is the fourth game. I'm getting sleepy. It's half past midnight as per usual with these finals which I'm casting. If I'm playing, then I don't feel that way, you know, just the adrenaline, the blood pumping and everything, it's crazy. But yeah, this is different. Balimko looks like he didn't even try to go for the natural, he went for the pool. He has the gas, so he went for gas and pool, and he might be going for the speed upgrade once again to be more scarier for the Protoss player. He's making 6 links right now. And he has almost enough gas to have a speed started. He's over mining gas right now, not pulling the drones out of the gas, which should be done. There is an Overlord seeing, there is a Zealot being produced, there is a Cybernetic score, and the probe for Protoss is making gateway number 2 to block the links from being able to do anything. Yeah, the gas is still not pulled, there is the speed being researched, and the Queen has been started. There is no blockage in the natural anymore. The probe has been left alone to die, and for some reason Balimko chooses not to kill it, but to go for the wall. The probes have been pulled to tank, I believe, or shut down the aggression here. An interesting choice by the Protoss player over here. For some reason he has double zealots, he doesn't need to pull the probes. He lost 5 probes for that. That's noble sacrifice, I would say. That kind of makes him a little bit closer economically to the Zerg player over here, and because the Zerg is building the natural right now, and the natural for Protoss has not been started, and the worker count is equalizing right now, so that's good for the Zerg, I guess. Good, worth trade over here of the links after all. I didn't expect, technically he just should have waited patiently, but it is what it is. Anyways, there is an adept out, and adept is shading over the map. We have a couple more links joining in, which will be required basically to deal with this adept, which is going to be annoying. Meanwhile, we have warp gate being researched for the Protoss player, and the pylon is on the main base, and the building of choice, the tech of choice, is going to be Stargate. Okay, Queen is patrolling the natural over here, maybe trying to capture down the adept here with the thing. Yes, that is the case. There are 5 links with the speed, so that adept is going down for sure. Natural has been finished. Meanwhile, the Nexus in natural for the Protoss player is halfway done. The natural for the Zerg is finished, yes, and it's being droned up right now heavily. So worker advantage right now is in hands of the Zerg player. There is links, there is speed, there is scouting. There is no third base yet for the Protoss. Actually, the natural is not yet being done. We have zealots, we have adept being made, we have wargate being researched, and Balimko is checking what's the situation. He is making Roach Warren and Lair at the same time. Interesting choice. So he might be going for the faster roaches, and meanwhile on the opposite side the Protoss is actually building Twilight Council, so this might actually be a 2-base island after all. And there is Oracle popping from the Stargate. We have charged the energy, and I believe the links are missing the Oracle. There is no Spore Crawlers, unfortunately now. Oh, no, the links are spotting the Oracle. Maybe, probably, the Roach speed has been started. No, they still haven't spotted it. So that's gonna be a dead drones for sure. Here we go. That Oracle is starting to work on the drones. The Queen is working on them. On the Oracle. Drones are being microed around to distract the Oracle. And the 7 drones, that's decent enough. That's leveling the worker count for the both sides. We are going for charge upgrade and more gateways, so it's gonna be charge lots? Question mark. Maybe the spores have been started in main and natural. There is no third base yet for the Zerg player started. We have the roach speed on the way, so it's gonna be the roaches. Interesting. Meanwhile, the Protoss player basically he's halfway done with his research of charge, but he's going to build some stalkers, probably to distract or kill this overseer off. And Protoss is going for the third. Meanwhile, the Zerg player is not going for the third, so it's kind of 2-base all-in from Balimko with the Roach and Ling. And he's actually going for Hydras. That's 2-base Roach Hydra. That's a little bit, I would say, not on the right count. You should have the third base for that, at least. And yeah, he's going for +1/+1 attack, +1 armor, and he is going for the Hydra, probably speed and range, and building Hydras and Roaches, and gonna mass up the units and try to hit the Protoss player as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Protoss player is making a lot of gates, going for the forge. The charge upgrade has been finished, and then the question is, what kind of units? Well, it's gonna be charge lots. Is it going to be charge attack? I don't see any proxy pylons right now so far. So yeah, the army supply is in favor of Balimko. He has like almost 50 supply. He's building the army up as much as possible, getting more overlords, more roaches, more hydras from 2-base. The oracles will probably spot this. The question is, what's gonna be the response? There's Templar Archives and a robotics facility coming up from the Protoss player right now, so Balimko should be striking his opponent right now. Yeah, the Zerg player. The Roach and Hydra composition has been revealed, and I believe the Storm will be the first upgrade on the board over here. So yeah, what the Zerg is gonna do? Question mark. There is 1-1. It's almost finished. I guess the move out is not gonna happen while it's gonna be revealed army, but it should be really soon. Should be really soon. Yeah, the Robo facility has been finished. The Templar Archives has been finished. The Immortal is on the way, and there should be research of Storm probably. But here already comes out the army of the Zerg. That stasis trap has been denied, not gonna happen. And yeah, the Zerg player is gonna try to hit the natural here with full-fledged force of his army. His army supply is better right now. Upgrades are 2 upgrade advantage for him. The Hydras are taking care of the third. The Roaches are taking care that there is no cyber core. Didn't actually finish it off, but now they are focusing down the Immortal. So yeah, I believe that might be it. That might be it. Yeah, there is the third base is going down. This pylon should have been focused. Come on. And there is Archon. If he focused the pylon, he would have shut down the warpen here for the Protoss player. Yeah, the third is mining a little bit, but that's still probes down. That's down the Robo Bay. That's down the pylon over natural. I think that's it. That should be it. Yeah, we have Void Ray being made here. Interesting choice against the plenty of Hydras over here. More Roaches are joining in, more Hydras are coming over the map. That's gonna be game for the Bali. And yeah, I believe I can say already congratulations with winning the weekly 165. I didn't see this coming, but I guess if you are playing the game, you know, you can win.